This is the Just Steph Show, and I'm your host, Steph Palermo, your Italian Boston girl who's an empath, healer, and all-around seeker of wisdom. Tune in weekly for advice on how to live your best life at work, home, or play so you can feel groovy every day. Hey, it's Just Steph. Happy Friday. Today is Friday, February 4th, 2022. Who's ready for more love this weekend? I am. Who doesn't need more love in their life? Really. No one ever says, "Oh, I've had enough love. I've had enough. I don't need any more love." And if you do, that's weird. I'm sorry. That's totally weird. Everybody needs more love. Everybody needs to feel love. Everybody needs to offer love and be loved. So if there's no need to seek love. If you be loved, love will surround you. That's a JS quote. So write that down. Make sure you give me credit. Anyway, so before I get into the love cards, yesterday I didn't get a chance to do the Just Steph rules of dating. And I want to talk about something very quickly here about dating and about love and finding love. The foundation for intimacy is self-love. Self-love is the key. It's self-care and self-love. It is the foundation. Self-love is the foundation for intimacy with another person, and self-care is part of that self-love. It's actually a symptom of self-love is when you take care of yourself. And the fact that we have to talk about self-care and extreme self-care means that we're not being mindful and living our best life. We're not on our soul's path, because anytime we're not taking care of ourselves and we're not listening to our bodies, our hearts, our spirits, our minds, and giving and feeding ourselves what we need, we are not engaging in extreme self-care. And extreme self-care includes keeping people that are toxic at arm's length. Okay, or at least getting them out of our lives, walking away from them, whether it means actually moving your geography, or saying, this isn't going to work for me. And I want to say there's really one big reason that I feel people should engage in this self-care and this self-love. And when you when you treat yourself kindly, when you are aware of your own negativity, your thoughts, and moving those out and living a life that's peaceful and filled with joy and calm, and it's just not chaotic, or it's just smooth. And I'm not saying stuff doesn't happen, but when you're in that space, whatever happens doesn't knock you for a loop. But when you are loving to yourself and you take care of yourself, you will establish healthy boundaries for yourself. And we are desensitized to nastiness. We hear it all the time. We're living it every day. Just turn on the news and everybody is mad. Everybody's angry. Everybody is slinging shit at each other. I'm sorry. That's what it is. It's slinging stuff, the crap and shooting darts at each other. Everybody's mad. Everybody's angry. So many people are sad and depressed. There's so much pain out there. We're desensitized to it. It's just our norm. But when you start to take care of yourself and you start to really love yourself, you'll see that you spend less time with a lot of people. You'll spend more time with those people that are trying to do the same things you're doing, because you'll be sensitive to the negativity, to the whining, to the complaining, to the misery. Not in the sense that you don't want to help people, but in the sense that it really is an anchor for you and it gets in the way of your soul's journey. And when it comes to intimacy and finding love relationships, you will be more sensitive when somebody isn't working for you. You'll see that very quickly that this is not the life that you want. And you won't waste your precious time, energy, heart, feelings, love on somebody that doesn't see the gift in you, doesn't see the gift in themselves, and only thinks the world is a miserable place. Because what you believe is. That's the bottom line. What you believe is. If you believe that you are amazing and you have so much to offer and that you're a beautiful person inside and out, that's what you are. If you believe that all you deserve is misery, ugliness, chaos, narcissism, abuse, toxicity, that's what it is, and that's what you'll get. So self-care, self-love is the foundation for intimacy. There, that's my rant and my spiel for today. Let me know what you think about it. And if you're watching, say hi in the chat, and say your name, because sometimes it doesn't show up here on my program. Especially if you're watching on Get Real with Just Steph, I don't see your name if you're in my community. So say hi. Also, tell me which number card you want, 1, 2, or 3. And if you're watching on the replay, #replay and tell me what card you picked. So I always love to know that. I love to see how everybody's doing. All right, so I got my holy water from Santa Rosalia in Palermo. This is a sacred site that I'll be taking my retreat people to. I'm going in June, and these are the retreats that I'm going to be offering are going to be 1 to 4 people, and that's it. It's one-on-one with Just Steph, getting your life in order in 8 days. This is the no BS retreat. This is a retreat that will change your life in 8 days. That's all you need. No years of coaching or therapy, just 8 healing days with me. So that's what we're going to be doing. So, okay, Santa Rosalia, here we go. I'm going to spray it with the holy water. Because we always want God here. We want to be connected to God. All right, so I'm going to pull a grace card first. Surprise! Keep an open mind. The influence of grace is often found in unexpected places. Oh, who doesn't love surprises? So keep an open mind. The influence of grace is often found in unexpected places. So just in case in the background, if you see an alligator coming up here, because I'm in Florida, let me know. Although there's a screen here, but still, then I can scream and everything. So, okay. And the dog's here. Chester is here. Hi, Chester. All right. So I'm going to pick 3 cards. Let's see. Ready? Look at this one just sticking out. 1, 2, 3. And I'm counting on the universe to give us some really, really, really great cards today. I'm like always wondering what's behind me here. Last night we were sitting out here having a little bit of food and a cocktail, and the dog all of a sudden goes, "Argh." And you're looking outside. I said, what is out there? Hi, Chester. Okay. Chester the dog is right here. All right. If you picked card number 1, oh, I love this. This is really, 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 I love this one. Look for the good in everyone. Focus on love. Look for the good in everyone. This is one of my favorites because you see this beautiful little fairy, and there's this dragon that most would say is ugly. I actually think that dragon's beautiful, personally. but it's telling you to look for the good in everyone. So don't judge people too quickly or too harshly, and know that there's good in everyone. And a lot of times people are broken, and that's why they behave the way they do. That doesn't mean you need to keep toxicity or abuse or mistreatment in your life, but understanding that they are broken. There's very few really evil, mean people in this world that set out to, and they use their energy to make people uncomfortable or to hurt people. They're there. They are out there. There's no doubt. But there's very few of them. Most people are just broken, and they're trying to fill their cup, and they're trying to figure out a way to live their life. And sometimes you get hit with the shrapnel or the fallout of that. And that doesn't mean you need to allow it or keep it in your life, but it's an understanding that they are broken. So look for the good in everyone. Focus on love. Focus on love. Always let love be your par, right? Okay, that's card number 1. All right, here's card number 2. Ooh, I think this came up as card number 2 last time. I can't remember. I love you. These words are very powerful. And here's the thing about this. And we talked about this last week, I think. For English speaking, we use love for everything. I love meatballs, and I love food. I love cocktails. I love dancing. I love boxing. I love my friends. But we have to remember that true agape, the unconditional love, the love of the divine, the love that is not seeking anything, that's what we're striving for. So, sometimes people just need to know you love them, and you love them no matter what. Whatever they choose, it's all okay. It's your life. You are the author of your own story, and I love you no matter what. Okay? People need to hear that. Maybe you need to hear it. I love you. That's a great cards. Okay, if you picked card number 3, here we go. Forgiveness. Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. So there's 2 aspects of forgiveness that I'm going to touch on briefly. This is a big deal. Forgiveness, I know we all hear it say, "Oh, it has nothing to do with the person who did wrong with you. If you forget, you need to forgive them no matter what, if they say sorry and whether they say sorry or not." The reason why this is true is because if you can't forgive, whatever happened still has power over you, and it's steering your ship. It's writing your story. And you're letting it keep you anchored. It's a soul block. Not forgiving is a soul block. It blocks your soul from being on its path. The other aspect of forgiveness, and this is the forgiveness of Sicilians, I write about it in my book. It's not just about not letting something have power over you. It's about relationships. So in relationships, you can be right and lonely, right all the time and lonely, or you can let it go and forgive. And when you forgive and because you love the relationship. You want the relationship is more important to you than holding a grudge and being angry. This is very important to understand. So sometimes the relationship is not worth it and you have to move on, but other times forgiveness is it's sort of basic if you want to keep relationships. And if you're not forgiving, how can you expect people to forgive you? Because not everybody does something at some point that irritates somebody else. I asked my son that this morning. He was telling me that somebody annoys them. I go, tell me, who in your world doesn't annoy you or irritate you at some point? He goes, yeah, but there's that certain annoying that I can't deal with. And it was funny. But that's the truth. Like at some point, you're going to be put off or aggravated by somebody. And you're going to have to either forgive or lose the relationship. So those are your cards today. Focus on love. I love you. Forgiveness. And surprise was your great grace card. And of course, remember that what did we talk about? Self-love and self-care is they are the foundations, the one foundation of intimacy. So have a great weekend. Take a risk, be vulnerable, share your heart and love always. Know I love you all. Wishing you love, balance, and peace. Ciao, ciao, baby. I love you. I do.
Thanks for tuning in to the Just Steph Show. I really care about you, your happiness, and helping you make great choices for your life. So tune in next week for more wisdom from me. In the meantime, follow me on my Just Steph Facebook page, on Twitter at Steph Palermo. My Instagram account is JustSteph1, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Steph Palermo. See